Right. Live. Okay. So this is day 5. The 5 days. Yeah, the 5 days already, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at something here. Home. Like wondering how to do my live stream and then add wrenches and stuff. I don't know how you do it through YouTube. That's where I'm a little confused. I have to find out about that. Ask some people some information on this. But anyway, yes, I want to get through 2 tonight. Two of these bins. I'm getting. You can see if you've watched my other videos. Actually, hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear me well. I'm gonna switch up on this mic. Hold on 1 second. I like using my microphone. Thought it was all set up, but no. So, a little technical difficulty. Not even really technical difficulty, just lack of planning. Hello, whoever's out there. So I'm going to get through 2 bins tonight. Hope you can hear me okay. Let's see, microphone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. My video is live. Oh, so there's that. Okay. Get some kind of idea how this works. Okay. So I can see it live, and then I don't know how you do anything else with it while it's going live. So, okay. Just doing a little setup here, sorry. Channel. There we go. Okay. So I think you can hear. Hello. Wow, it's a big delay. But anyway, okay. I'm pretty much set up. Hello, whoever's out there. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of craziness. I'm trying to figure out how you can go over to YouTube and like add people as moderators and things like that. But I know you have to do that. You can do that through YouTube, but I'm not sure how to access that while I'm using StreamYard. So anyway, I'm hoping to get through 2 tonight. You can see I've made some progress. That table back there is a little messy, but it's an organized mess. And I was able to get these guys all cleared up. This is just a couple things kind of remaining. Got that area straightened up. So I'm getting there. So let's go ahead and start cracking these open. There's one that I forgot to show you yesterday. I don't know how it got mixed up, but I want to show you all the albums I have. That's great. That's actually one of my favorites too. Is this Tracy Chapman? I got this. How long has it been? When I went to that Orlando show, has it been a year? When I went to the Orlando record show with Glenn and Marsha, picked up this Tracy Chapman. Sounds great. I'm glad I got this album. So let's crack it open and see what's up. I don't know if you can hear me over here, but there's some box sets here too. That's the wrong one. So Crosby. It is starting from this side. Okay. All right. So I have August, Eric Clapton. That's one of my. I was big. I listened to this album like crazy in the '80s. It's in the way that you use it, but Holy Mother's on here. I like every single song on this album. Clapton there, August. And Journeyman. I might take this one out. As I do this and I find that these guys are in here really tight, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that sleeve. And I figured it's protected enough, I guess, but I'd rather have it a little exposed between two poly lines because it's just too tight. It's really making this really tight. So take that out, but I was happy to find this. This is great follow-up album to August. It's just amazing. This one's in here a little bit tight too. Yeah, I don't think that's good. I don't know what you guys think, but if it's too tight. But Eric Clapton Unplugged, and I don't know if I got to it yet. No, but you'll be seeing the box set soon. I got the, no, not the box set, but it was the MoFi. Was it MoFi? Oh no, you'll see it in a minute. But yeah, Unplugged. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with this album. It's just a great one to put on. Good listen. Yeah, I can even see some little bit of ring wear trying to happen here on that Journeyman album. And this might have been because of that. It was too tight. Let's see. So put those in order. All right. So one album I am looking for, it's Eric Clapton, From the Cradle. I have it on CD over there, but I can't find it on LP. But this is kind of like the next best thing while I'm waiting. This was Nothing But the Blues, and this was during that tour of From the Cradle, where Clapton went back and just did some dirty, nasty blues kind of stuff. It took me a minute to get into it because I was so used to like August and Journeyman and sort of his pop side. And then he went back to the blues, and I was like, it took me a minute to get into that album, but definitely loving it. But yeah, live at the Fillmore, November 1994. And that's it. Yeah, it's one album, but it is a gatefold, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, looking for that. Oh, I lost two people. I guess I'm bored here. All right, and then this one's killer. Eric Clapton, B.B. King, Riding with the King. Good bluesy, poppy album kind of thing. And this one I was really happy to get. I think this is a 3-album set. Yeah, I have this on CD also, but it's just a really fun live set. He just started with him on acoustic guitar and then slowly built up a band until the end. And he finishes it with Over the Rainbow, but it was really, really well done, Over the Rainbow. So I enjoyed that. Hello, whoever just joined. So yeah, Clapton live on tour 2001. All right, let's grab some more. I guess I'll go through the albums first. Get through the albums first, and I'll pull out those box sets. All right, then Clapton. I have one of these. There's two of the Robert Johnsons. I have both of them on CD, but I don't have them both on album. This is the Me and Mr. Johnson, and I think the other one was songs for Robert J. or something like that. I can look over there, but I haven't seen that one on album. I'm pretty sure it exists, but I haven't found it anywhere. So, and I was kind of in the habit of putting albums on the outside, like Concert Buddy, Mr. Chance there, my friend, but I'm kind of getting back to putting the albums inside. Let's see, Old Stock. So this is it's an older Clapton one. He's mellowing out and stuff, but this one grew on me. I have it on CD, but it actually kind of just slowly grew on me. And he has a song on here further on down the road, but it's not that further on down the road, not that blues song. This one also, I'd probably need to take out of this and just let it run free because it's tight, and I don't think that's good. You can let me know your opinion on that. Problem with that is like wherever you're putting it can kind of run on wear that bottom out a little bit, I guess. And this one I enjoy. And see, it's got a little bit of, starting to see a little bit of ring wear on there. And I wonder if it's because of that cover was too tight. Got some ring wear up in here. But anyway, this is a decent album, just a good sounding album, good guitar work and everything. Little self-portrait deal going on, and it's called I Still Do. So just later Clapton stuff. As much as hate to say my idol, the wanker side of him, political views, whatever, he's just been a big part of my music life. So I'm gonna be a Clapton completist. It's just not gonna change anything. Okay. This one fits in here nicely, so I can leave this. Eric Clapton, Lady in the Balcony, the lockdown sessions, and this is where he kind of found out he was a bit of a wanker with his opinions and stuff, but he had performances scheduled, probably, I think, at the Royal Albert Hall, and they got canceled because of COVID, and he just took the band, and looks like they had some separation there. They're not wearing masks or anything, and I think he's not big on wearing masks, but they got together and just recorded these songs, and it's pretty cool. It's a good sounding album. I enjoy it. So, like I said, I'll be completing my Clapton stuff. Although his new one is really hard to get into. He's just really getting into some old timey music, and I don't think he's going to be going back to any rock at any point. So it's too bad. All right, then of course, great album. Seems like it fits in here nicely. Yeah, it's got some room to breathe. But what I might do, and what I think I'm going to start doing here also, is I'm taking the plastic off. I kept the plastic before, but there's really no reason for that. I will keep the hype sticker because that helps me remember, who did it. I don't see anything like We Are Vinyl or anything like that located here. But I'm going to go ahead and just get the plastic off of this bad boy. And then I just kind of stick it in there. I cut it off enough where whoa, almost knocked my light down. I cut around it just enough where the sticky part doesn't affect anything. I had to throw a hype sticker out because the other day, because I didn't realize how close I got it to the sticker, and it was actually sticking to my album. That was not good. So I'll let you fly away. So anyway, The Clash, London Calling, what a great album. Double album, just The Clash at their best. Took me a while to get into this. I didn't really get into it in the beginning. When I was younger, but definitely an album that grew on me. And just enjoy the heck out of this song, or this album. So just give it a little protection again. Yeah. And I'll just kind of try to get it down in there, but I kind of throw the hype in there. There it goes. And just kind of let it float a little bit. So nothing I want to get rid of so far. Let's see how well this fits in here. Yeah, this fits fine. I don't own much Coldplay, but I know I have more. Where's my other Coldplay? Something's not jiving. I know I have another Coldplay. Pretty dang sure. Yeah, something got mixed up. Coldplay, COLD. Okay, some things got out of order. Yeah. All right. So these got wacky. I got a little mixed up here while I was doing it. So let me see where I went wrong. Okay. All right. So I went through all that, all the Clapton. Okay. Lady in the Balcony. So London Calling. Okay. Which is the last one I did, right? So the next one I should really have is Combat Rock. And that's over here. So yeah, don't know what I did here. Got a little, glad I caught that. I was like, what is going on here? I'm really surprised I didn't catch it with the Clash because I know I have Combat Rock. And this is a really good one too. I didn't pick it up in the 80s. I always liked Rock the Casbah, but I didn't pick it up or anything. But I'm glad I did now. Yeah, just really. And then Should I Stay or Should I Go is on here also. Those will be keepers. So next in line should be, okay. All right, my Leonard Cohen. Yeah, these are all out of whack. All right. So this fits in here fine. This was his last album. Then there was one album after this. Thank You for the Dance, I believe. And that was posthumous, but this was the last one while he was alive. Great album. It's like, it reminds me like David Bowie just put out a great album, basically on his deathbed. And Cohen was doing the same thing. And I'd like to find Things for the Dance at some point. But You Want It Darker is just amazing. And see, Treaty, Stirring, Reprise, Treaty. Is Treaty? Oh, Treaty is on here. Treaty is just an amazing song to me. It's just, I can relate to it so much with a person's basically their battle with their religious beliefs, just talking to God and going, I want to believe, but I can't. And, just this whole thing, dialogue, like almost to knowing you're an imaginary person or an imaginary thing, but maybe you're not. So it's, maybe I guess that's more my thing. But with him, it's kind of like he just realized that he just doesn't believe, and that's just how it is. And I think he's coming to terms with his own conscience with the whole thing. So anyway, You Want It Darker, really good. And let's see, this one looks a little tight in here too, so let's see how it's doing. It's got some decent room in here, but I don't know how much Leonard Cohen I'm going to get. Like I said, I want the posthumous one. And there's a couple more I need to check out, but I went ahead and got this. This just kind of covers the career, Hallelujah, and songs from his albums. It's a career-spanning compilation, includes unreleased live version of Hallelujah. It's a 2-record set. So yeah, just has some it's kind of a cool picture right there. But yeah, that's a good one to have, just to fill in some space on Cohen. He's just one of those guys that just really love to kind of figure out how he put the poetry together. He was a poet first, I think, kind of thing, and then a musician. All right, so here's where we went wrong. All right, because I was looking at him like, I know I have an album other than that. I'm not a huge Coldplay fan, but there are times when I'm like, they're doing well. This one's in here tight also, so I do need to get it out of this cover. I can't even get it off. That's how tight it is. So I don't know if it shrunk or if I just wasn't really, I forced it when I first did it. Yeah, I can't even get the thing out of the plastic. That's not good. So see how long we're here. Trying to get this thing out of here. Looks like everybody's voyeurs tonight. Nobody's commenting. I know the jazz bums are up, so got big competition, but I had to get this done. Wow. Oh yeah. See, that's not good. It's gone. Give this thing some room to breathe. But I do like this album by Coldplay. Like I said, I don't have a lot. It's a gatefold. Yeah. The gatefold thing going, and it had The Scientist, which I really like a lot. Clocks, God Put a Smile Upon Your Face. Really good, solid album for me from them. I see what they tried to get a little more experimental and concept and things like that. Just didn't do it for me, but this one did. I thought they did a great job with this album. Did I say this has room? Yeah, this has room to breathe. Just the sound of it, and it was pounding and dramatic, and just I don't know. I thought they did a really good song, especially towards the end with "Viva La Vida" and "Violet Hill." Even "Death and All His Friends" is a really good song, which is the name of the album. So yeah, those are my 2 Coldplay albums. All right, so now I'm paranoid. I'm doing this all out of order. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phil Collins albums. So let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, make sure I get them in the right order. What's going? Fired. Okay, and this is where a decision has to be made, and it's kind of weird how he did this. So, first one I have here is Face Value. It looks like it fits in there nicely. You can tell this is a remaster. Why? Because he's got the older face. I think it's really cool how he did the remasters and went back and just did the same thing, but with the older face. But yeah, this had, well, In the Air Tonight. Droned is good. I Missed Again. That's a great song. It's hard to read it off his bald head back here. Not that I have much room to talk. If Leaving Is Easy, Tomorrow Never Knows. Is that the Beatles one? Right? So yeah, I have the remaster of that one. Then his follow-up album, Hello, I Must Be Going. And I Don't Care Anymore, I like a lot. I like China too. That's a good one. You Can't Hurry Love. Somebody was bashing that the other day, and I thought he did a good job. It was a staple of the 80s. I thought he did a good job covering it. I don't know why people have a problem with that. Yeah, none of the other ones were really hits, but I like it. I like pretty much all the songs off of this album. All right, so this is the dilemma. I don't know if this is an original or not, but it has the hype sticker and it doesn't says includes the hits. It just says includes Don't Lose My Number, Sussudio, and One More Night. Has the price sticker on there. That's why I was thinking about pulling the plastic off this, but this is kind of cool. So I might leave it on this one. Dilemma is, do I have the same album. Maybe I need to just do a comparison, but if I had like that is the reissue. So I don't know what to do with this one because it's kind of neat to have one that's been around for a while. It has 1985 on it, nothing else, but I could look it up and see, but I'm not sure. But I have the Atlantic 75 reissue, which sounds really good. So you can just see the difference right there in that. So yeah, for now I'm going to hold on to them. Some other ones are easier to get rid of when I have doubles. But hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, I think I'm going to keep them both. I really do. Yeah, and if you do want to come up, just let me know. If you want to stay in the chat, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to keep them both for right now. Just hold on to it. Like the Beatles last night wasn't that hard to determine. I went ahead and they were both reissues. It wasn't like I had an original Beatles album. One was a reissue from a couple of years prior, and then I had the reissue with Giles Martin. But I know some people had issues with the way it was remixed. So it's two different sounds. I'm just going to go with my choice of the Giles Martin. Just going to go with that. See, this one needs to come out also. Look at that. I can't barely get that out of there. I just don't think that's good. So got to let it go. But my last of the Phil Collins is this one, Series Hits Live. Just a good live album. I have this on CD also. But just covers like, does he have Wish It Would Rain Down? Because I was trying to get the Wish It Would Rain Down. I forgot what album that was. Was that? Had Another Day in Paradise on there also. Another Side of the Story. I can't remember what that album was called. But man, Wish It Would Rain Down was just amazing. He does have Do You Remember, which was on there also. Two Hearts, Susudio. Yeah. So yeah, good album. Sounds good. It was made in Germany, so it's well put together. All right, let me see. See if I'm back in my correct order here. So I should have 2 Chris Cornells coming up. One that's really good that I got recently. So it looks like they're slightly out of order. Euphoria Morning. Yeah. So this one first, Euphoria Morning, really good Chris Cornell album. Just a lot of, when I bring this one up, people in the VC had the opinion like they thought this was the best of his solo albums. Just, yeah, great. I need to listen to it again to, well, Can't Change Me is a good song. I know that one. Just one of those albums I got to get familiar with. Listen to it a couple times, but I'm not completely familiar with everything. But I can tell you right now, it's a good album. And then we'll see if there's going to be a volume 2 to this. So I think on here somewhere it says volume 1. Thought it said volume 1 on here, but anyway, it's No One Sings Like You Anymore. And it's 180 gram black vinyl edition. Includes the #1 hit Patience, the Guns N' Roses song. I could have sworn it said like volume 1 somewhere. Let's see if it's on the spine. And for my Canadian friends, it's a Canadian version right there. Yeah. So on the spine, it says No One Sings Like You Anymore, volume 1. And actually, it's right here too. So we'll see. But he covered, these are all cover songs. So Get It While You Can, Jump Into the Fire, Sad, Sad City, Patience, Nothing Compares to You. Watching the Wheels, he did a good job with the Lennon song. You Don't Know Nothing About Love, Showdown, To Be Treated Right, and Stay With Me, Baby. So it's a really good cover album. So like I said, it says volume 1, so hopefully there's a volume 2. I have a feeling he was a guy that did a lot of recording. All right, so what's next? Let's see what's in here. Okay. Okay, probably time to make a decision here too. Oh, that's why. Oh God, see, this is where it gets dumb. Okay, so first of all, Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Punch the Clock. Elvis just has so much. I try to pick and choose, but I felt this was a good album. I liked it all the way through, and it had Shipbuilding on here, which was about that war in the 80s. I forgot what it was. But Mark Knopfler wrote Brothers in Arms about the same thing. Are you using Discogs to keep everything in order? No, I am not. I am actually using a spreadsheet. I have my own spreadsheet because Discogs drives me nuts, and it's I don't want to say waste my time. I'm trying to find the exact album that I have. I can't do that with everything. It just drives me crazy. If you guys are doing it and you're finding the albums that you have, that's awesome, because I would like to know what my collection is worth. What's up, Alex? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Dedication. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, so I keep a spreadsheet and I keep certain information there. I have a rating system to show how much I like the album, whether I should keep it or not. I kind of color code it to show that I have an okay copy. If it's green, it's okay. We don't need to replace it. If it's yellow, that means it has some pops. And I did have some yellow oranges, and then red was like an album I kept because I just wanted it, but it's in crappy condition. But I pretty much got rid of all those. But yeah, I have a spreadsheet, and I try to go into the wax from time to time and fill that in. So for the most part, I have every album I have listed, but every one might not have all the information I want yet, but eventually I will. But yeah, Punch the Clock. It's a good one from Elvis. So here we go again. There's the dilemma, right? Because I have 2 copies of Disraeli Gears, but one is stereo, one is mono. So I can't really, let me make sure this one's in stereo. The other one, well, it says the first time, finally the original mono version. So let's see if this says anything about being in stereo. Let's see. Top 3 Elvis Costello record. I was just saying, Alex, I don't know because he has so many albums. I'm not even that familiar all the way through with a lot of his albums, so I can't. I'm a fan, but I don't have a lot of his stuff. If it sounds weird, I have some things on CD, but I just haven't really gotten to know his stuff because I feel like I'm constantly trying to keep up. I know there's another one that I liked. I'd have to see a list of his albums. I mean, definitely the one I have I like, so that'd be one of them. You know what one I liked? The one where he did it with the trio, right? It was him and then 3 string players or something like that. I forgot the name of that one, but I like that one. If I think hard enough, I'd probably come up with 3. But there could be better ones because I haven't heard everything. He's just got such a vast career. It's like, I don't even know if I could. I guess I could, if you pulled my arm, I could do like the top 3 Neil Young because I've listened to a lot of his stuff, but still not everything. But those are 2 that I could recommend. Do you have 3 that you can? What's your top 3, Alex? Let's see. It doesn't say anything about being in stereo. I guess I'd have to give it a listen. I was assuming this one was in stereo. I don't see anything on here stating that it's in stereo. It's got some wear on it too. It's weird. Disraeli Gears. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. That might make the decision easier if once I figure out if this is stereo or not, which won't take long really because you put it on and you can hear it. So since I'm not doing that tonight, I'm going to hold on to it. But if I find out it's mono also, because this is, I don't know, it feels weird. Has this says 1977, so this is a reissue. So I'm going to assume this is a stereo recording, but I'll find out. Yeah, it's hard to tell, and then I guess you listen to it, because believe it or not, I have some Pink Floyd that's mono, which is really weird, but it actually worked. You think Pink Floyd, you want all the sound coming from you everywhere, but so I hope those 2 for right now. I'm okay with that choice. No idea. I have a couple and enjoy them both, but need to, yeah. So we were in the same boat with Elvis. Definitely want to explore more of his stuff, especially after I saw him back in January. This year is flying by. All right. So my boys here. Okay. This is a band I love having on vinyl. Don't have everything yet. I think I only have a couple more to get. Let's make sure I have them all in order here. Okay, that one. Bayou. Green River. Cosmo. Okay, these are the right order. And a couple of these are kind of cool because they're reissues, but here's my Credence. This is their debut album. It's on Abbey Road Studios, half speed mastering, but they did it on, still were able to get it all on one album. Sounds great. Just, really good album. I'll Put a Spell on You is on here. Susie Q's on here. That's it, but every song is just great on here. So yeah, that's a good copy. Still need to get some more of their stuff, like Willie and the Poor Boys, and I forgot what the other one was, one of their later albums. Then their second album, Bayou Country, also Abbey Road Studios, half master. And man, the writing's so small. Yeah, Born on the Bayou. I just can't see it, so freaking small. Good Golly, Miss Molly. Proud Mary's on here. But yeah, great album. Not going anywhere. And then Green River. Not sure where if this is a reissue or anything. Don't know. Just don't know on these things. Man, the print. You think they could make it any smaller on there? I wonder. Green River. Yeah, good song. Wrote a Song for Everyone. Bad Mood Rising is on here. Lottie. No. Lottie. Right? Lottie. And The Nighttime is the Right Time. Great cover. Right? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, good album. Yeah, all the way through. Then I threw this one kind of in there because this is where it fits chronologically. Everything's basically chronologically. Let me get it back in here. If I get a live album, I don't put it, like if a live album comes out in 2004, but it was recorded in 1971, it gets placed in there chronologically in 1971. So I'm going through my albums. I can get as close to possible as they were recorded or put out, like live. So that's how I do it. But this is a good one. This came out, last year, I think. Good documentary, too. I think it was on Netflix, but this is Credence in 1970. This is after, I believe after, it's April. I can't remember when the Beatles broke up, but I know something in the documentary. They were kind of like on deck, almost as like the Beatle replacement. They were that popular at the time. But this is a good, and it really showed me too when you watch the live performance of this. You forget how good of a guitar player Fogerty is, because it was just, let's see, yeah, it was four of them. So you had drums, bass. Yeah, so Tom, his brother, was on rhythm, and then John would switch between rhythm and lead and just killed it. And it really gave you an opportunity to see how good he was. So yeah, a lot of good songs on here. And then how did I not put it back? I almost forgot to put it back in the plastic. So, and this is a craft recording too, so those always sound good to me. And my favorite album by them, Creedence, that is the Cosmos Factory. I mean, this it should just be called Greatest Hits. That's it. It starts right off with Ramble Tamble, which is great. Before You Accuse Me, blues cover. Traveling Band, Ooby Dooby. Yeah, Looking Out My Back Door, and then Run Through the Jungle. What a great song about Vietnam. Up Around the Bend, My Baby Left Me, Who'll Stop the Rain. I heard it through the grapevine. Like I said, it's like a freaking greatest hits. And then it ends with Long As I Can See the Light, which is just so different. It felt like it was ahead of its time to me, the way that song was recorded. It's just, what a great way to mellow way, just emotional song, a way to end an album. Yeah, really good. And then if I'm just in the mood for a little bit of everything, got to have the greatest hits chronicle and just put this bad boy on, and it covers everything pretty much. Does this have Willie and the Poor Boys on it? Well, that's the song title. On corner. What's that song? When he mentions, which one mentions Willie and the Poor Boys? Down on the Corner, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's on Willie and the Poor Boys. So that covers that song that I like a lot. All right. This one's just a weird one. Once I get it into poly, it doesn't fit back in there that well. And luckily it fits in here. It does a good job of fitting in here, and it's not too tight, so it works. I say that, and then it gives me a hard time. Yeah, no, it's good. It's loose. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, what else do I have? Let's see what's next. Okay, yeah, another great band. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their albums. Okay. Ah, that ends the box too. Ouch, just nailed some books down there. Not feel good. Make sure I have the... Yeah, I gotta make a... Yeah, shoot, I gotta make a decision on one of these. And I'll tell you the reasons why. That one so far. Okay. All right. And I just saw a video. So this is Crosby, Stills, Nash, their first album, the Couch album, right, where they're sitting on that couch, and then they went back to take a quick picture because the couch was gone the next day or something, and the house was being destroyed or something. But yeah, good debut album. I just saw a thing where Chad Casson was talking to Graham Nash about showing him what they were doing as far as remastering that album. So that was a pretty cool interview. And Graham was giving him insight of, we did this in one take and did that. So it was really cool to hear the story. But yeah, so good album. I'm pretty sure this is a reissue, but got a good copy of it. Then, this is the dilemma. So it took me forever to find a decent copy of this one, of Deja Vu. And, I finally found this copy, which is a nice reissue. They have the textured cover and everything, and it sounds good. And then not too long ago, I find the, MoFi version of it, which is really good too. So probably need to make a decision, right? Because if this is the ultimate sounding one, it sounds fine, then there's no reason why I should be keeping the other one. So I do need to visit that and give those a listen. This one's a no-brainer. Because they took Deja Vu, I think it's a record store day release, and they basically did it, I think it was the same track order, but they different recordings of those songs. So you get kind of an alternate version of the whole album. So yeah, definitely a winner in my book. Almost got a crate full, so I have 2 shelves in there full. I got 1 shelf underneath me and almost a crate full at this point. And then so far covers the stuff, right? Wooden Ships, Guinevere, Sweet Judy, Blue Eyes. Just a good album. Good copy of it. Ooh, sorry. Yeah. And then I like this album. I don't care what people think. I know a lot of people think it wasn't their greatest, but actually trying to find a good copy of it, because the song on here, Don't Say Goodbye, was actually my wedding song. So it was a song that means a lot to me and my wife. I played that song for her just at the right time. And when I look back now, it's like, wow, if I hadn't played that song, kind of wonder. So it stuck with her so much that she's like, oh, we got to play this at our wedding. It's got to be our wedding song. And, nothing like dancing to your wedding song with a Neil Young guitar solo. So heck yeah. All right. So I have some box sets. I figure out. Okay. I know what I wanted to do with these, so I'm going to do that later. Eric Clapton Crossroads. This is the one I bought originally in the 80s, the 4 CD set of, yes, there's that exactly. It's a song, and that's what's great about music, right? That's what it does for you. It creates these great memories. It creates moments for you. It's just, yeah. But yeah, so this is the 4 CD spanning Clapton's career up to that point in up to 88 or so. So small on here, can't read it, but around 88. This kind of falls in there, but it's my Jack Kerouac collection. I'm a fan of Jack Kerouac. And it's pretty neat. It's CDs. But it has a cool book that goes with it, kind of explaining things in here. And then it has 3 of his CDs. This one I have on vinyl, I showed the other day. And I don't think this one has the one with, oh no, there it is right there. Jack Kerouac and Steve Allen, which I have on vinyl also. And then you have the Beat Generation recordings by Jack Kerouac. So I hadn't even listened to it yet, but when I saw it, it was like $5 or something because they didn't really want it in the record store. So I'm like, I will take that off your hands without a problem. So I need to give those a listen. I like just listening to Jack Kerouac do his poetry, and it really brings the poetry out. Got this one. I'm glad they reissued this, I think, late 90s. And my wife grabbed it for me. I had the original one, which is somewhere with an old girlfriend. That's how stupid I was. Let her borrow this, and then we kind of broke up, and I never got my Elton John back. But I love this collection of his. This is another one that takes you from the beginning of the career all the way up to like late 80s or so. So I'm glad they reissued it, but they haven't reissued it since. So I don't know if this is worth a couple bucks, but I'm not getting rid of it. And this is the CD version. I don't have the vinyl version. I've seen a vinyl version, and it's not cheap. Okay. Okay. I am not a Rolling Stones completist, but I'm glad I have this. My wife got this for me, I think, before we were even married. So this thing's got some years on it. We didn't have a lot of money and stuff, and she knew I wanted it, so she actually got that for me. So it was nice. 3 CD box set, just covers a lot of that early stuff, London years. So really cool to have. All right. Now we get into the albums, the box sets, and things like that. So I am on to John Prine, The Other End, or At the Other End, December 1975. 4 records. It was a record store day release. I don't have a lot of John Prine, but this is fun to have. I'm going to get more John Prine eventually, but this is just him bantering with the audience. Great dialogue. You can just tell he was having fun. And so, yeah, really good box set to have. Okay, yeah, I had to have this one when it came out. Still crazy after all these years. Original master recording. It was the MoFi, but they Ultra Disc, 1-step. Sounds really good. And I did keep the other copy that I have of it in my collection down here. but this is kind of cool to have. I just love the sound of that. Still crazy after all these years. Just such a sonically good song. This I picked up at a yard sale, which was awesome. It was like, I think I even got it for like $5, believe it or not. Clean, every album clean like they've never been played. So great set to have. Was it 5 LP? Something like that. Yeah, 5 LPs. Just killer. And I need to play this. I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, for $5. And I was just getting into vinyl and I came across this. So that makes up for all the yard sales where there's a bunch of garbage. And here's one that haunts me. If you've watched my previous videos, this is my second copy of this. It had seam splits. The album was warped. It played okay. You could hear a little bit of issue in there. And it's disappointing because I was really excited to get this. I really like this album. It's a well done album. And believe it or not, I have a third one that's still sealed. And I'm going to, one day I'm going to get to it and open it up and see if that third one is the Golden Child. This is not bad. I'll probably sell it. It'll be fine for somebody else at a cheaper price because I'll just take the hit on it. But it's a good one to have because it still sounds good. I'm just looking, you put money into these bad boys. It's you expect better than what MoFi did, and they're kind of a pain in the butt about it because if you didn't buy it from them, it has to go back to the music store where you bought it, and then they have to deal with MoFi. It's a whole thing. Okay. This was killer. Yeah, there's no way I was passing up on this. This is the Neil Young Harvest 50th anniversary that came out. 2 LPs, 7-inch single with Harvest outtakes, and 2 DVDs. Harvest Time, the first DVD, is really cool. It's just him making the album and how he met up with those guys who I believe they went to Stray Gators, right? I think it ended up being what were they called? Crazy Horse. And then disc 2 is him just playing I believe it was acoustic set, maybe some piano too, live. So this is just great to have for a Harvest fan. Plus it's remastered, so it sounds good. Okay, so this is the box for it. All the albums in here are actually in there with my records mixed in with my Neil Young. But these were albums I was waiting for a long time. Arc is okay. I mean, it's all sound and feedback and everything. But Freedom, it figures. I just found a copy of Freedom, and I think it was close to being like first pressing or very near the beginning. Just got it, and this thing came out. So I kept my original Freedom, and I have the one from this box set. But this is really good. Neil Young, Crazy Horse, Ragged Glory, and then Weld, one of the many Neil Young live albums. And these are both recorded around the same time. But they did a really, really good job with this. So it's good for the Neil Young collection. And then Nuggets. This is just cool. It's like, what was it, 50th anniversary of the album that started the Revelation. 70 tracks. Has the original Nuggets album, the Almost Was Nuggets Volume 2, and an exclusive Never Was Nuggets, also Duggets. So that was all kinds of crap in there. So it's a cool one to put on, comp album. If you're in the mood for that era of music, it's cool to play, and it has this funky thing. And it kind of was a desirable item during that record store day. I was a late comer on it, I guess, because I had heard about it, thought about it, and nobody had it. And I came across it at a really good price, like probably a little less than record store day price. And I went ahead and picked it up. put a couple books in here to keep them up because they're kind of lacking some space in here. There we go. Okay. Well, that puts us at an hour, so I think that's good. I was going to go through 2 tonight. What is the next one? I don't know. I might go ahead and I might shut this one down, and then I'm gonna go back up live again. That way, it's not like a 2-hour video. If somebody wants to go back and watch it, some people are watching this and kind of skimming through. So I'm gonna bring it down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and come back up and do one more tonight. What time is it? It's 11:30. I don't know, because I'm kind of tempted not to because it's 11:30. I don't think I can get it done by 12. I've been up late every night. What do you guys think? How much longer are you guys going to be up? This is really just a fun way to document what I'm doing, so. No, I'll go ahead and do this like tomorrow or something. Yeah, you're off to bed. Yeah. So, all right, cool, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you coming by. That's cool. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and end it here. And we'll start off with the 6th container on part 6 tomorrow. If I get some time during the day, I might do it then also. But this has just been fun. Whoever's hanging in, cool. You know, it's just kind of a low-key thing. Me getting back after the hurricane and everything. Just kind of getting everything in order. And I'm the kind of person who I need some change every once in a while, like kind of getting this humdrum thing. So shaking up this room a little bit, reorganizing it, doing different things just makes it fresher to me. So it's kind of cool. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, you guys enjoy your music and you take care. All right. Bye.